right, everyone. Hey, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. A little spoiler alert for our podcast coming up on Friday. Today we just recorded it. Hey, we're going to talk today about some of the spoilers that are going on. Shout out to Obsidian on Discord for posting this amazing Tales of Aria spoiler schedule. I don't know where it is. I know it's in our Discord. I don't know where else he has posted. I assume it's elsewhere. It's everywhere in the main Fab community Discord. It's pinned if you're a patron. It is pinned in the Tales of Aria chat. So I kind of watched all these. I kind of looked at all of them. There's some amazing things coming out. A couple of ones I want to talk about, particularly, I think pretty much the only one we're going to talk about, we'll see, is New Horizon. We'll start here, and then we'll just kind of at the end go through them all and have some fun. But let's talk about New Horizon. This is from the Rad Brad. Let's see what you're actually looking at right here. Yeah, this is from the Rad Brad, and awesome YouTube channel, amazing video game content. I would love to be able to play some video games like that. It'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, Rad Brad has posted the New Horizon, and if you can't read that, what it says is, while you have it's a Ranger equipment headpiece. It's just something we're going to be talking about. While you have a face-up card in your arsenal, you have an additional arsenal zone. So here it is. We know now how you get your additional arsenal zone. There's a lot of speculation based on what we'll see. Will we see some sort of quiver that just always gives you another arsenal slot, or will we see some other way of stacking cards into your arsenal? But now with the playmat that we've seen that has 2 spots and this card, New Horizon, it is apparent that the way that this works is that if you have a face-up card in your arsenal zone, then you have an additional arsenal zone. So it's pretty cool. When it is destroyed, New Horizon is destroyed, you destroy all cards in your arsenal, and this does have blade break. So if you defend with it, you destroy it when you defend it with it, and it gets destroyed. That's the way it works, and it can block for 2. So you're probably not going to be using that until very late game. And even then, it's like, you don't want to break this. This is going to be huge. So amazing cards, super awesome. The artwork is phenomenal. Let's zoom in here on the artwork for you. I know the setup here is not super good. I'm still not where I want to be. So the artwork is just beautiful. You can see the horizons. Hello, daughter. How are you? You want to look at New Horizon with me? That's fine. You can see the Aria artwork, the mountains in the background, which is fantastic. Okay, go on. This is content this week, everyone. And so they are working on my basement. So anyway, amazing background. You can see all that stuff. The artwork is fantastic. Here's what I want to talk about in this is the first major card that I can think of that specifically replaces another legendary slot from another set. So in other words, the Skullbone Cross Wrap, if you're running Ranger, why would you run Skullbone Cross Wrap when you can now utilize New Horizon? It just doesn't make sense. And that's going to be important here. And maybe there's particular matchups that matter, but realistically, this is not like some sort of special Ranger or some sort of special talent Ranger. This is a generic Ranger weapon or equipment. So that's important because it's going to change the way that we look at some of these other cards. And now I love it because you have different ways of utilizing your equipment now. You can pick and choose your different equipment and that kind of thing. But the question is, how will this affect things like Arcane Rising Unlimited, where now you're legendary? Who's gonna use Skullbone Cross Wrap over this? I don't see it. I haven't played a ton of Ranger, but I just don't necessarily see it. So fantastic spoiler, fantastic card, super excited. I think this will be one of the cards that is very much sought after. I don't know who's running Azalea moving forward with Lexi. Lexi seems to be extremely strong, and we'll talk about some of the on-hit effects that have come with the new talents. That seems to be super strong. But even Azalea, I think you would want the 2 arsenal slots. So I don't know. Maybe I don't understand it all, but that's kind of where I feel things are. So I don't know what to do with Skullbone Cross Wrap. This will definitely, I think, take over the Ranger equipment, and that is what it is. Let's pop over and see some of the other cards that popped up. This is definitely the one that I spent the most time looking at, and I definitely wanted to have that conversation about Skullbone Cross Wrap. It'll be really interesting to see what happens. So let's see what LSV released too. This was also today. Preview card, Light It Up. It seems to be loading here. Here we go. Light It Up. It's got fusion, lightning fusion. And if Light It Up was fused, it gains, if it hits the hero, deal 1 damage to them for each opponent for each equipment that they control. And if it deals damage to hero equal to the greater than the number of equipments that they control, equipment they controlled lose and can't gain activated abilities until the end of their next turn. So let's make that a little bit bigger. Sorry, everyone. So light it up. Lightning Fusion, as additional cost, you may reveal a lightning card from your hand. So this is super cool. This is the way fusion works. When you play the card, you then reveal another card from your hand, and then it fuses. This is specifically lightning fusion. So you have to reveal a lightning card. There will I think hypothetically then be other versions of fusion that would be revealing a different card, and it would deal different things. Maybe they have different cards with multiple options, and it depends on what you release from your hand, and that's kind of how you think through it. I like that it doesn't cost you anything to do this. You're just showing your opponent a card. That's really good. It's strong, but it doesn't kind of have a huge take back other than that your opponent knows what card you might have coming up later on. And this is huge. This is why I'm saying, you're going to want to be playing Elemental Ranger. You just get access to so many cool effects and so many cool hit triggers, which is super important in Ranger. So if this hits a hero, deal 1 arcane damage to them for each equipment they control. That is huge early game. You're going to be dealing 4 arcane damage if you fuse it, if it hits. That's going to be a huge card. It only costs 1. It also pitches for 2. That's good stuff. That's going to be a very strong Majestic in the set. And Ranger is shaping up to look pretty good, I think. It'll depend on what the other heroes are in the set and how we see the interactions, but it's shaping up to be a pretty good card. So let's take a look at, there's one other one that I wanted to talk about. Voltaire Lightning Strike Twice. This was over on Noxious's channel. Noxious, great content creator for Flesh and Blood. So let's take a look at Voltaire Strikes Twice here. Once per turn instant, and this is what's really cool, twice per turn instant, you may put an arrow card from your hand face up into an empty arsenal zone you control. Of course, now with New Horizon, you could have 2 of those. As soon as you put one face up, then now you have another one. If you do, you choose 1. It gains +1 to the end of the turn, or it gains go again. So pretty cool way instantly to put cards into your arsenal to trigger that New Horizon now that we see. I'm telling you guys, Elemental Ranger is shaping up to be pretty fantastic and pretty strong. It's seeming like it's going to be a lot of fun to play too. You get to bounce cards in and out of your hand. The card draw is going to be the thing that really it will depend on. I think that will hurt or make or break Lexi. Are you able to get enough cards into your arsenal to then play? Again, I'm not like a pro with Ranger. I have never played Ranger. I've just seen Ranger played, and so there's definitely better content creators who know better than me on that stuff. But that seems to be my takeaway. Is I definitely think that Elemental Ranger is going to be much stronger than like Azalea was. That being said, you can utilize the New Horizon helmet with Azalea. So maybe there are certain things that she can do. But I think Lexi is going to be taking the cake for the Ranger here. So that's the spoiler. I don't want to get too much into other things. I want you to go check out the other content creators. Find this list from Obsidian over on the Fab community Discord, and if you're not on the Fab community Discord or you're a patron, it is pinned in the top of our Tales of Aria chat. So go look there. Make sure you go to all those YouTube channels, like, comment, and subscribe on them. Make sure you're participating in the comment sections for all those guys and girls. And we've got the Fab Discord one comes out today, Reds Run Rogues tonight, and then we've got lots of stuff coming up. It's going to be a fun week. We've got mine on, I think it's on the 9th, if I'm remembering correctly. I got another one coming up on the 9th, so I can't talk too much about things. I don't want to get into my card, so I don't want to spoil anything prematurely. So hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you, and I hope you're enjoying Tales of Aria spoiler season. It's going to be super exciting. I know pre-orders and distribution at the distribution level, stores are starting to get numbers. You should start seeing pre-orders popping up soon, I think, for people. Hope you're able to get lots of boxes and have fun enjoying this game. The rest of you guys, hope you're remembering to be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next week.